Do you remember your favorite childhood book? The colors, the memories, the adventures that the characters go through? Well, what if you could have experienced that not just as a reader, but as a character as well? I want to introduce you to someone who is building something to help kids do exactly that. This is my friend Khush, and Khush is building Story Owl, a platform that lets parents put their kids into any story they want. Okay, tell me that's not fucking crazy.
As a kid, I would always wanted to create a book where I'm just going through random adventures, like skydiving, scuba diving, and just racing through deserts and stuff. And to be honest, I've created this book for myself.
And it's not just the product itself that's cool. Khush is enabling parents everywhere to create personal stories for their kids, stories that they'll take into the rest of their lives.
I can't really express this in words, but when I see these video testimonials of parents and like video clips of parents sending me like, hey, my kid is really enjoying this story, it is such a cute moment. Like, no matter how tough day I am having, like how busy I am, but it makes me smile. Like whatever we are like putting efforts in, it's actually working for the kids, and kids are like happy, and seeing kids happy, parents are really happy, and seeing both of them happy, I'm very happy. So it's a very good experience.
Now, a question I think it's important for us to ask is, do technologies like generative art for media and storytelling do more to help us or hurt us? This was a question I really had to ask Khush.
So we are not here to replace traditional storytelling, like definitely we are not going that way, but we are here to make stories more relatable, accessible, and emotionally appealing to these kids.
And hopefully it brings this education and fun of storytelling to kids that might not be able to access it anywhere else.
So this is one of my favorite story. A parent recently created this story where the kid is with his grandparents, and they are just moving around and just seeing the jungle, meeting the deer and stuff. This is the cutest story I've ever seen. The grandparents and the child are like really attached to each other, but they are not living with each other. They're like countries apart, and the parents wanted to give that warmth to the kid, and they just created this story. So it's super cool to see like whatever we are building, it's adding real value to people's life, and I'm like super pumped up.
Every kid had something that they were dealing with when they were growing up. I failed math class like 3 times while all my friends were bragging about how high their test scores were and if they got 99 or 100. And I didn't know if something was wrong with me, but I did feel unincluded. That was until I read this book called Percy Jackson. And this guy sucked at math too. He was the son of Poseidon, some Greek god. And I thought to myself that, hey, if he and I are both bad at this, then like maybe I'll be okay. And that made me feel a lot less alone.
When we talk about the stories like being superhero, Marvels and stuff, it's not all about, having fun and entertainment. We are more focused towards this edutainment thing where people are just creating the story for their kids where they are having entertainment, but unknowingly they are just learning a lot of things. So it's more of a learning experience the kid would have in a very much interactive and fun way.
And learning about this story, I think this is what Khush is trying to do for all kids across the world. Create personalized stories so that kids from all backgrounds can dream bigger and hopefully see themselves in a world that only they can imagine.
I just need more time. If you just allow me like next 6 months, I'll make sure most of the kids have access to Story Owl, and then they are just becoming the main character of their own story.